What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Alchemy Pay today, ACH. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. When was the last time I talked about ACH? I feel like it's been a second. Yeah, it's been a few days. Good. Good. I'm glad we're talking about it. Okay. Because I know a lot of you, maybe not, it's not the most prominent coin that I talk about on this channel, but I know that there's a lot of you that follow. Shout out to Fonzie on that note that are invested in ACH, and I want to make sure that everybody's on the same page here. Okay, looking at this thing on a daily time frame, the RSI as of now seems to be finding support in an area that you've actually found support quite often over the past like 3/4 of a year. Support here, support there, support there, support there, there. Can you go lower? Absolutely, you can. You know, if you work your way down like this, it depends on how much you continue to grow from here. If you can continue, maybe you are absolved of going lower. I don't think you are, though, right? The average altcoin will likely drop something between 20% to 30% in Alchemy Pay. Whether you like it or not, it's probably included in that average altcoin. Now, there are coins that are going to move up while the rest of the market moves down. There are coins that are going to drop more than the rest of the market on this next move. There are coins that are going to drop less than the rest of the market. I don't know how far Alchemy Pay is going to drop, but I am expecting a 20 to 30% drop across the board. So let's just address what that would look like. A 20% drop would be something around here. Yes, I know it's 19.5%, but there you go. The white line's just below there. 30% drop would be something around here. Okay? Right there. Come on now. Let's get it right there. Come on. Right about there. There we go. Perfect. If we look back, you can see, well, just above a 20% drop, you found support right here. So maybe you see a slightly double bottom or a slightly lower low, but it's like a double bottom relative to this. If you were to go lower, you found support at this line time and time again. You even found support in this zone overall, support here. I don't think that you go below this bottom white line personally. I don't think Alchemy Pay is going to drop more than 30% from here. But this area has been somewhat significant, both as support and resistance, really, throughout your whole life. Especially through this consolidation phase that you've been in for the past year or two. How long has it been? Let's see. Since yeah, okay, so 2 years. 2 years. I'm not saying that you have to go down there, but it wouldn't surprise me if you did, right? I do want to look at this from a low to high perspective here and just see. Nope, no fibs there. That's okay. That's okay. I don't think that you're going to go below that white line again. That's not my expectation. Low to high here. That would put you at about you're at the 1272 rejecting down. Yeah, likely what you're going to do is you're going to hit that 1618. And that makes sense to me. I think that you would go something of around 1.79 cents. That makes sense to me. You look at the daily RSI. Daily RSI, you are finding support here, but if you don't continue to grow, if we don't see you move up right now, then likely you will go lower, right? You're rejecting the 100. Oftentimes, whenever you find support in the 1272 to the 1618 area, and then you find resistance here, oftentimes you do go to your golden ratio, or sometimes even lower. It just depends. It depends on what you've done, right? The fact that you've found support between your 1272 and the 1414, the fact that you found support in this area here tells me that if you are to go lower, the next step would be the 1618, not something deeper than that. Okay, so I'm not anticipating you go deeper than that, but that'd be at 1.79 cents. If we look at the 4-hour time frame to see if we can confirm or at least address more bearish scenarios playing out, let's see. Well, you do have lower highs throughout this whole range, lower highs, and then here you have a high here, a higher high, and a higher high. That is what you call hidden bearish divergence, and it tends to be more prominent in downtrends, and it indicates that you will continue the downtrend. What does continuation mean? Oftentimes it means lower highs, lower lows. Where's the next lower low to take place? Probably right down here. Probably. Okay. That's just my expectation, at least, right? 1.79 cents seems to be a feasible target, right? Finding resistance here, basically back testing prior areas of support as resistance. That seems to be what you're doing right now, and I believe that is exactly what you're doing. We look at the 1-hour time frame. You are getting oversold. You're not getting overbought. Bearish. Very, very bearish. Okay, and a lot of cryptos look like this. You look at the 4-hour, the 1 hour, it's more bearish. Even the daily is slightly bearish, but then you start looking at the 3-day time frame. Overall bullish. Overall, you could drop more and you're still bullish. You're getting overbought. You're not getting oversold. That's good. On a weekly time frame, same thing. Overall uptrend. Overall bullish since June of 2022. You're overall in this very positive uptrend. You haven't been oversold in a very long time. Does that mean that you're overdue to be oversold? Maybe, but I don't think so. You don't think of it like that, right? You don't, just because you haven't been oversold in a while doesn't mean that you have to be oversold. And I certainly don't expect that Alchemy Pay gets to its oversold weekly area. If it does, you'd be breaking out of this pattern to the downside. That would suck, you guys. That would really suck. Man. Oh, man, that would be terrible. But I don't think it's going to happen. I do think that you have a little bit lower to go. I really do like the idea of going probably below 1.87 cents, but staying above 1.63 cents. Okay, 1.79 seems to be a good area, in my opinion, that you would go to. If we look at this from a low to a high, let's just see what that would bring as well. Nothing really on the fibs. That's okay. It's from far away, so it's probably less relevant now. That's okay. What about this fib? It might be more relevant from this low to high here. Let's see. 786 to 886 zone. Hey, it's perfect, but you probably go a little bit through your 786 and into your 886. This makes me really think that, yeah, between 1.7 and 1.8 cents is where you're going to go. If we're refining this range, if I had to guess where it's going to be, it's going to be between 1.8 and 1.7 cents. My specific target, I suppose, would be 1.79, but I can be wrong. It doesn't have to go exactly there. But that's what I'm calling for. Whenever it's time to move up, and make no mistake, you guys, that time is coming soon. We thought it was here. A lot of volume. You were ready to go, Alchemy Pay. I fully believe you were ready to go, but the rest of the market was not. The rest of the market and the geopolitical games that are being played in the world, they had other intentions, other plans for the crypto markets, and that held you back, I think. There's a lot more interest in you going up than there is on the way down, right? You don't have as much volume coming in, but still a lot of volume all throughout this range. You're at the brink of breaking out of this consolidation phase here. When it does come time for that, when you do break out, let's get on a all-time history chart here. From a high to a low, come on. I would expect, or at least anticipate, that your next target area would at least, Alchemy Pay, at least be somewhere around 9 to 12 cents. Okay, at least there. If not, more likely, and in my genuine opinion, you will see all-time highs and beyond come into play here. I don't think you're going to hit 42 cents, but I accept this as a given maximum potential. I think inevitably you will. Inevitably, Alchemy Pay will be worth multiple dollars by the end of this cycle. That's my thoughts. So from here, it's a 100xable, multi-100xable coin. It absolutely is, let alone from the prices that it's going to go down to, right? But I don't think you go too much above 42 cents, 43 cents by the end of this move, which I'm expecting to take place and achieve full maturity in the end of April, or likely sometime in May, actually, is what we're thinking now. And for everybody who can't wrap their heads around that, because I know there's a lot of people that like to laugh, you're just pushing the time frame back. You just keep, well, yeah, the time frame keeps getting pushed until we make the move. Yes, that's it. What do you want me to do? What do you? It's going to happen in the same amount of time? That doesn't make any sense. No, it's going to get pushed back. If we're not making the move yet, right? It's going to get pushed back. It'll keep getting pushed back until we're ready to break out. Did I call for us to break out earlier? Absolutely I did. Was I the only person that expected us to break out earlier? Probably not. I'm probably not the only person, but 42 cents maximum target, 10 cents to 12 cents minimum target, but I don't think you stop at either. Likely you stop somewhere in between. If we take the high here that brought us into this consolidation phase to the low here that brought us into this consolidation phase, your 1618 is there. Right at the top end of this minimal zone at the 886 there. When you break above the 886, you're cleared for new all-time highs. When you break above the golden ratio, you're cleared for the next fib levels, which is at the 1886, basically your all-time highs, to the 2618, which agrees with this 43 cent area, to be completely fair. I think you'll stop somewhere between there. I think you'll stop at about 30 cents, maybe even a little bit above 30 cents. You could reach for 40 cents, but just not quite get there. 35 cents perhaps. If not, my expected minimum, not my accepted minimum. I accept this as a minimum, but my expected minimum is 20 cents to 17.3 cents. And I hope nobody thinks I'm writing in riddles or talking in riddles here. Somebody said you just talk in riddles, and it's like, I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm trying to say, and I'm trying to say it very clearly. If you think that I'm speaking in riddles or trying to speak in ways that you don't understand, it's not that I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to make it very understandable for you. Some people have a hard time understanding, and I'm speaking to the troll that was telling me that I speak in riddles. And it's like, I don't speak in riddles. You just don't understand. And if you don't have the comprehensive ability to understand, I don't blame you. It's okay. You'll learn. Or you won't. You know, I like to say live and learn, or don't and die. But I have faith that a lot of you probably understand what I'm saying, because you probably have an average IQ or above that, right? But some people don't. They have a hard time understanding basic concepts. But what I'm trying to say is that likely we will see a 18 cent to 30 cent price area, if not even maybe 35 cents. I'm thinking you do stop around your all-time highs, if not get a little bit above there. But first and foremost, you're going to go down a little bit to 1.8 cents to 1.7 cents, somewhere in that zone. From here, that would give Alchemy Pay an overall growth, even if it went below what I would expect. That's a 5x from the current price. If it goes to the minimum area that I truthfully do expect, that'd be a 7x to a 8.5x from the current price. And then if we do hit these upper ends of what I could see happening, that's about a 13x, 14x, and maybe even a 15x. And if you go all the way up to the accepted, not the expected, this is where some people might think I'm talking in riddles. It's not riddles, just listen. It's proper English, okay? I accept this as a possibility. I don't expect this to happen. If we go to 43 cents or 47 cents, I'm not going to pretend like I called it, because I'm saying very clearly, I don't expect that we go here. I accept it as a possibility. Hell, I accept we could go higher, but now we're getting crazy. But that outcome would be an 18x to a 21x, okay? I might make fun of you a little bit, trolls, but believe me, I actually want to help you help you more than I want to make fun of you, right? I'm spelling it word for word here. That way you can understand. Even the simple minds can understand, right? Not talking to the average crowd, just one person in particular. They know who they are. They're one of my biggest fans, man. They watch all my videos. They like all my videos. Well, maybe they give it a thumbs down, but they write comments on all my videos. They're literally, I couldn't ask for a better fan. So just keep doing you, but try to understand what I'm saying, okay? It's not that hard to understand. If it's hard to understand, you know, I don't know what to tell you there. I'm gonna stop it there. But beyond all this, beyond talking about that, if we're looking at Alchemy Pay for what it's worth, ACH here, that'd be at about a $205 million market cap that we're at right now, $200 million. If we were to see a 100x, that puts you at a $20 billion market cap. A 200x puts you at a $40 billion market cap, and a 300x puts you at a 60, around there, right? A little bit above each of those. This thing is 300xable. Hell, it's even 400xable. I don't know if you see even a 100x. I wouldn't be surprised in the least if you saw a 100x. I wouldn't be surprised in the least if you only got from this price only. I know it's so sad. A 78x to a, I guess that would be a 100x. 78 to 100x. $1.90 to 240 could be a likely area that you stop. But to me, these fib extensions here that we're going off of are less significant than this fib extension. Cycle high, cycle low, I expect you're going to find more significance there. Oftentimes, cycle after cycle, cryptos stop at their 1618 to their 2272 area. And oftentimes it is one or the other, not in between. But I shouldn't even say oftentimes. There's a good bit of time where you do stop at the in-between. And this is actually in the in-between where I think that you're going to go, Alchemy Pay, because that's a 100x just below the in-between at the 1886 and the 200. That would give you a 130x to almost 200x at 182x by the end of the cycle. Could you go higher than that? Sure. Maybe you go to $10. I accept that as a possibility. Accept it as a possibility. I don't expect it to be an outcome, though. I would more expect $4.40 to $3.05 to be the expected outcome. Do I accept $1.30 as a possibility? Yes, I accept it as an outcome, and even that's a 54x. That's phenomenal, almost a 55x. There's nothing wrong with that. But I doubt that you stop anywhere lower. Could you? Of course you could, but I doubt you do. All right. I don't think I have anything else that I want to say. Hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I appreciate you all for being here. I appreciate you all very much. Don't get it confused. Even the trolls out there, I don't want your feelings to get hurt, right? I pick at you, you pick at me. We have a little bit of fun. That's the dynamic, right? But I want everybody, troll or not, I want you all to make money. I want you all to make the right decisions. And the wrong decision would be to sell the low. The low's not in yet, but we're very near hitting it. And it's probably going to take, I mean, we got 4 days, 5 hours left in this week. I bet it won't take long at all. Probably over the coming days, we'll have some resolution and then begin building from there, going into the end of the month of March and into April and May and so on. Hit the like button, subscribe if you want more content like this. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.